Namaste. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to another Magick La Croix production brought to you by the Magical Elite Supply Shop for all your occult and witchy needs. And I hope on this Sunday, it finds you in the best of health, wealth, and peace of mind. And today, what I want to talk about is religion and occultism. It's like water and oil. It doesn't mix. We got to stop putting religion into occultism. I'm seeing a disturbing trend of so-called occultists actually bringing religious dogma into the arts. That doesn't work. Not only does that not work, you're doing the brothers and sisters, the melanated people, a disservice by doing that. Like I said, it doesn't mix. For one thing, religion limits you. It limits your mode of thinking. It limits everything that you do. It limits the energy that you put out. I build with all kind of occultists, from Kabbalists to Haitian Voodooists to clip-offists, if that's even a word. People who work with the Goetia, Catholic occultists. So I'm a sponge. I absorb it all. And that's what we should be striving to tell our people to do. Not this bullshit. You can only come through me to get your magic to work, or for an emissary. I'm seeing people saying that in order for you to work a particular system properly, you got to go through them, because they so licensed and initiated that the only way this higher power is going to listen is if you go through them first. Now, I was brought up in a Catholic faith, and I never understood, even as a young child, as we would have to do confessions to this priest, and I'm like, all right, so their belief is God is everywhere, God can always hear you, so why do I got to go through this motherfucker to get my prayers heard, if that's the case? You know what I'm saying? So for an occultist to say that, if someone tells you that, they're full of shit. And we need to stop that, because melanated people right now are in dire straits and in need for spirituality. So you can't sit up there and tell people that, oh, my license gives me a step ahead of you. I mean, does that even make any kind of sense? That if you're going to pray to a higher power, you got to go to somebody else, an intermediary, in order to get their prayers heard. Dora pause. I do that for humorous purposes, and honestly, it's funny to me when I do that. But it's to get you to think, and it's just to get my point across. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Experience trumps all licenses. It trumps most things. When you have years of experience and you've gone through the good and the bad, that will trump anybody initiation. Now, I want to get a shout out to the brother Bokor Elmira, and if I mispronounce your name, brother, just know that it wasn't intentional. But he broke it down in one of his last videos that I seen recently about initiation. He broke it completely down, and I applaud the brother. So check his video out. I'm not sure what the title is, but he broke that initiation shit down perfectly. Shout out to Bokor and Nova. Like I said, experience trumps most things, most licenses. When you start to get fucked up, and I don't mean in a negative way. What I mean, the energy drains that I've experienced before, the weird happenings, the getting drunk. Yeah, getting drunk. Some spirits, they like rum. Why do you think they call a wine and spirits shop? Those things have spirits in them. So they like to consume things. So when you take on their characteristics, give you a good example, Ogun. Ogun likes to drink. So I've heard of people indulging and then they'll keep indulging and end up drunk. Just like Ogun and the stories will tell you. So when you go through, my point being, when you go through all these things, experience is going to trump anything out there. And yeah, I said it. If you got a problem with that, so be it. That's your problem. I'm here to give the people the truth in a time where we need a lot of truth about occultism, and we need to stop with scaring our people off and charging ridiculous amounts of money to do what they can do themselves. Why don't you teach them? And this is nobody in particular I'm speaking to. I'm just saying a lot of it. Why don't you teach them how to do things themselves? Once again, I never knock initiation. I say that's the path some people have to take. Not necessary. Initiation is a human concept. The spirits, they don't give a fuck about your licenses or your certifications or your initiation. They don't care. As long as they get that Scooby snack, they A-okay. And like I said, experience trumps most things, but at the same time, also, your results actually depends on the person who's doing the work. Now, me as an occultist or anyone else who do work for the clients, yeah, we can get the results. But guess what? You train yourself and willing to go through the trials and tribulations, you can get the same results. However, the average adult attention span is what, 30 seconds these days? Nobody wants to put in work. Mantras, which I always stress. Mantras are a great thing. This is one of my favorite Durga mantras that you hear in the background. I can sit and chant for hours. Don't think that I didn't become uncomfortable when I first started doing things like that. It takes time and it takes practice. It takes resources. It takes a lot of reading. You have to, eventually, y'all going to have to get your feet wet. It's going to just have to happen. Experience. Not dogma. Experience. And what matters most is results. And that's what people are looking for. Results. We got to stop putting religion in math. It just does not work. You should not have an occult order and having hierarchy. That's like, and I'm going to go back to my Catholic background. That's like you got helpers, you got altar boys, you got a priest, then you got, I believe, cardinal, bishop, then the pope, I think. So everybody is on this hierarchy, and supposedly, in their mindset, everybody is a step closer to the Creator. Now, their own Bible says, ye are all gods, children of the Most High. So if we all are gods and all come from the energy source, It can tap into that potential at will, and we all have that potential to become godlike. Why do I need to go to somebody else? There's just a whole lot of unnecessary spookism. Oh, Ishu gonna fuck you up if you don't go through me. Man, that's bullshit. When they say they're gonna fuck you up, you may take on that energy that you're not prepared for. Your mind not be prepared for. You may not be prepared. Your astral body may not be prepared for. And the dreams that y'all have, the experiences you have, your mind may not be able to take it. All the old grimoires all warn that people of a mentally unstable mindset should not get into the occult. There's some Olympian spirits that, the energy's out of this world. I gave this example one time before. I'm going to do it again. I think it was Och. O-C-H. He's a solar spirit. And I forgot what I was doing or why I was summoning him. But the energy was so great and it generated so much heat. I couldn't calm my body down and I froze everybody in the house. I took the temperature down all the way to 55 degrees. That's how hot I was. You think that wasn't uncomfortable for me? It was damn uncomfortable because I couldn't sleep. And it was my wife and kids, it was uncomfortable for them because they were fucking cold all night. So, but I mean, the unnecessary spookism is just mind-boggling to me, because at a time where we need each other, and I'm speaking of melanated people, we sitting out here trying to scare each other and say, oh, you got to do this through me. You sound like Creflo Dollar or one of them. You might as well open up a church with the spookism or this fear of going to an eternal hell where you're going to burn up forever. Let me ask you something. Very simple question. Just think about it. And I never understood that one either, even as a young child. If when I die, I leave my physical body behind and I become spirit, just energy. And fire is a physical element. How in the hell is a fire going to burn up energy if it's not physical? Should I do a second Dora pause? Yeah. We've gotten to the point where we don't know how to think for ourselves anymore. You know. I mean, Ishu, Exu, Elehua, Papa Legba they've all been demonized by Christians. They are the devil that these Christians fear. They're nothing more than the gatekeepers. The spookism is just gotta go. And again, I'm gonna shout out the Bokor Elmira because, you know, I'm a subscriber of his and I like what he says. He tells the raw truth. And he tells you the truth about Haitian voodoo. He's a real Haitian voodooist. So I give him mad props. Angelic or demonic forces, whatever works. It's not, you gotta, don't be put off by those words. Those are simply words. Now, angelic forces, yeah, they'll do kind of light work. Demonic forces is kind of heavy. Flip sides of the same coin, though. Just like Republicans and Democrats. They all work for the same party. Like, seriously, the elites. It's no difference. Whatever works. I will do whatever it takes to get my clients what they are looking for. Magic is it's not black or white. There should be no concept of God and devil in occultism. This is where that religion bullshit comes from. And yes, you have to deprogram your mindset, but religion does not belong there. Magic is neither black nor white. It's basically energy. And energy is neither black nor white. It depends on the person who uses it and what they use it for. But whatever works. You get what I'm saying? Whatever works. And that is one of the adages. Did I say that right? Of occultism. It do as thou will. They added on more shit and it harm none, but that's bullshit. If somebody harms you, you mean to tell me you're not going to defend yourself? Because I am. When does it become black or white? You know what I'm saying? It becomes black if you use it to harm somebody. But what if somebody came after your family, or raped one of your family members? You going to let that slide? I'm never going to say let something like that slide. Religion is telling you, oh, you got to forgive. Man, fuck that shit. You have a right to defend yourself. Physically, spiritually, mentally, astrally. You have a right. Self-preservation is the number one rule of the universe. Spirits don't respect fear. And a religious mindset, that's what breeds. That's what it breeds. It breeds fear. Fear of a higher power chastising you. I mean, why would you want to serve? That sounds very subservient to me these days. Now, yes, it was very scary when I was growing up. As a child, I didn't know what was going on. And, you know, oh, if you don't do this, then you're going to burn in hell forever. Yet still, this God loves you. But if you don't obey, don't it sound like a bully? It sounds really like a bully to me. This is why I say you have to deprogram yourself. And yes, it does take a while. It took me a while to get out of that mindset, but I did. Because things started to not make sense to me. Religion breeds fear. Just like I said, spirits, they don't respect fear. They don't respect when you come to them all, you know, meek and mild and, you know, what I'm saying, shaking in your boots and scared. Let me ask you something. Just like the Wiccans, and I'm not, you know, I know a lot of occultists who make fun of Wiccans and everything. And some of the things they do, yeah. I mean, because if you have to cast a circle to bind a spirit, whenever you summon something, what makes you think if that spirit can't get out of a circle that you draw, how powerful is that spirit in the first place? You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Again, it's a religious mindset. I'm going to bind you. Why would you call something that you need to bind? It's a religious mindset. And occultism has no place for it. You might as well stay in Christianity if you're going to fear these forces. They are just not out here just trying for the sake of just doing evil to mankind, like you've led to believe, just to fuck you up. That, you know what? As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. These spirits, these deities, they want to help. But we got all this spookism, all this religious dogma. It has no place in occultism. If you're serious about becoming a practitioner, I suggest that you meditate and you get out of that mindset. You can deprogram yourself. You might as well be like one of those pastors who pimping the people, you know, because nowhere in the Bible does it say anything about collecting money. Or like Creflo Dollar. Or, what's his name? T.D. Jakes. Or anybody that owns these mega churches. That the people who are going around poor while these pastors are taking their money. It doesn't make any sense. And like I said, it has no place for a serious practitioner. Get out of that mindset. You will go far with this. You do as you will. Come see me. Holla at your boy. www.themagical, spelled with a K, EliteSupplyShop.com for all your witchy and occult needs and all your spiritual needs. You can also holler at me on Facebook. Like and subscribe, people. This has been Magick La Croix, and I'm out. Peace.